Hello, I'm Lisa, and I used to have a drug problem. It started in the 90s when I was in my early 20s, and I was using for about 4 or 5 years, and it got really bad. I was addicted to heroin and crack cocaine. Luckily, in 2000, in January of 2000, I was given the opportunity to go into a rehab, and that's really where my life changed. I had 2 children who stayed with family at that point, and it just really turned my life around. I was in there for 6 months, started going to church, going into education, and got back into a really good relationship with my children. So I've now been clean for 15 years. My children are both at university, they're 19 and 21, and doing really well, which I don't think would have happened if I'd stayed on the same path. What also changed my life was becoming a Christian again, getting back involved with the church, and just living a whole better way of life. And it just sort of gives you a peace and a strength to continue a clean and healthy living way of life.
Oh. Hi, my name's David, and this is my Christian testimony. I first became a Christian when I originally was with the Salvation Army, and I was with them for about 18 months, and it felt good because I was actually a part of something. So I wanted to be around people. So, and I was with other Christians, so it kind of helped me become more spiritually minded and that. We went on religious weekends. We helped to raise money for the church as well. So that really was a good beginning for me. And I did a thing called Red Shield, which is also making more funds for the church. And so I just stuck with them until I actually left my residential home in Orpington, because I was only with them when I was in Orpington. And then when I moved to, say, Bickley, I then went to South Lane Baptist Church, because I was there for about a year or so, and then after that I moved down to Penge area, and then I started going to I think it was I came to Christ Church Annerley once, and then I went to some other churches because I wanted to find out what church was best for me, but I actually found that Christ Church Annerley was the best one for me, because it was a lot nearer to where I live. And I've made quite a few friends here, so and I feel like that's where my friends are, and eventually I'll get more spiritually minded eventually. I've had a lot of personal problems in my life, so it feels like my faith has been like pushed to one side at the moment, but I'm hoping I'm gonna get it all back at some point.
Hi, my name's Paul. I'm a Christian writer and filmmaker, poet and film extra. I became a Christian when I was younger, after I'd spent about 7 years of my youth in jail. I became a Christian in Brixton Prison. I got out of jail and I immediately backslid. I didn't go to church, and then I had a breakdown and ended up with schizophrenia. I believe I had a breakdown because of all the time I spent in prison, the trauma, and because I'd regularly taken a lot of hard drugs like cannabis, heroin, crack and ecstasy. I started going to church again when I'd been out of jail about 6 years. So I've been going to church again about 7 or 18 years now. Since then I've got qualifications in filmmaking, I've had a lot more writing published, and I've made a lot of short films. And Jesus changed my life. I met my wife Tara in church. I've got 2 grown-up stepchildren and 2 daughters who are 8 and 11. I've been married to Tara over 12 years now. And basically Jesus has just completely changed my life.